Man šio tautis pasakė, tu sakau žiūrėsi, jeigu spėsi. You're going to be next one, yeah?
A very good morning. Welcome everyone to London Planespotting. Lewis here from London Planespotting. Hope you're all good. I'm going to get everything set up. Give me 1 minute. A few checks. You haven't missed anything. The airport, we pushed it back a little bit due to the fact that the airport was very quiet, and it is. It's probably the quietest Saturday I've seen in a long time. Battery's gonna go. Okay, no radio. Didn't last. It did not last long that time. Normally, get a few streams out of that, and that's only lasts about 2 streams. Don't know if that's the heat. It's very warm. Oh, it's been very warm, hasn't it, this week or this month? So I wonder if that has depleted the battery a little bit whilst it was in the bag. But anyway, hope everyone is good. Probably going flying on us like an electric bike, ridiculous. Honestly, both types of bikes need to be banned. Probably are banned. So yeah, at the moment the only aircraft is very weird. I thought I was going to arrive when I was walking up here to literally an empty airport, but as I was coming up the stairs I managed to see one and that's the KLM here in Sky Team livery, but the whole of the airport is just empty. Now we are going to have a window of operations very soon. It ranks up a bit where we start seeing aircraft in and out from about 11 onwards till the end of the operation day, which is normally about 12:30, 1 o'clock, depending. Normally I like to finish at 12:30. I haven't actually checked the schedule to see if there's anything later today. Let me just quickly do that now. Actually, we have Luxembourg flight from Luxair just past us. Actually, I'm just having a look. There it is. There it is. So, see if we can get it for you guys. If the camera will pick it up, because it is. There she is. So she's making her turn. And that will be kick-starting off our first arrival of today. We're on 09 operations today. We'll get to the chat in 1 moment, bear with me. Morning Sally, welcome to you. David, good morning. How's the head, David? Reese, welcome to you. Kevin, welcome along. Susan, welcome to you. Or Susanna Wilson, welcome to you, I should say. Clive, welcome to you as well. Hope you are good. Paul, welcome to you. Jean, welcome to you as well. And Ken, welcome to you as well. Luxembourg flight inbound very soon. It takes a little bit of a time, so it's a lot quicker. It's not as quick as a jet would be on arrival. But most importantly, how is everyone? Hope we're all good, and hope everyone has, well, probably survived this week. It's been a challenging week down south, absolutely challenging one. Lots of heat in London. Even in the evenings, it's quite hot as well. Now there's a Gulf Stream as well, but I don't think that's coming to us. Dublin flight also inbound soon. I said to you last time, we'll start seeing these flights ramp up with operations, and we are, there it is, just above us, opposite the runway at the moment. Where is it gone? It's disappeared. There it is there. There she is. British Airways City Flyer there. And that is the Dublin flight coming in very soon. Oh yeah, you alright?
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, KM flight, let's have a look when that's going out. I believe it is delayed. Yeah, it was supposed to be, well, it was showing as 10 o'clock, then it was showing as 10:23. That's the estimation time that Flight Radar is saying. We know that's not correct, because at this moment in time we can see that the aircraft is still on the ground, and that should have gone half an hour ago. So yeah, not too sure what the time is going to be, whether that's actually going to go ahead. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not too sure what the delay is either. I'm assuming it's technical. I don't think there's any issues over Amsterdam, because the previous German Airways flight was also departed, so it's all fine. Here is Luxair. There's the Dash 8. Alexa says, right on time. You are indeed. We pushed it back a little bit. Oh, were you talking about Luxair? Well, I misread that. I thought you meant right on time for the show. No, you're talking about properly for right on time for Luxair. I hope you're well. Restarts to the receiver solar eclipse. Yes, we did. Didn't get goggles. Couldn't get glasses. Jean is on a grocery run. Yeah, I had to use the old pinhole through a paper. That actually did the trick, it worked perfectly. And I did film it on the camera. I took the risk and they said don't do it on the camera. But the camera's been fine. No dead pixels or anything. I did change the settings to really lower it all down and had them. I'm not too sure if the lens has got a built-in UV filter, to be fair. Which is why it was alright, I think. But got some nice shots. It was weird because about half an hour to it actually starting at the beginning, I've got an above ground pool. Obviously with the weather, I've been in it quite a lot. So I was just chilling, cooling down in the pool. But then I realised it's getting really cold, and then all of a sudden, I thought, well, the water's warmer than outside. So I thought, no, it's definitely getting colder. It's weird, isn't it? The sort of sensation during the clips, but anyway. Here is the Dublin flight. Hi, you alright?
I noticed there's a lot of videographers out today. Is there a plane or something interesting?
Nah, it's just in general, just getting the whole sort of place really.
Okay.
Nothing special today, it's quite quiet outside.
Okay. Yeah, because I row a lot, so I'm used to seeing people like with these cameras and doing stuff, but like the fancy rigs.
No, I mean we're students, that's it. We're a couple of students,
Cool.
but yeah, it normally finishes about 12:30 today because of the sound cut off for the area. So weekends always a lot quieter than the weekdays.
Alright, well have fun.
Thank you, you too. See ya, have a good day. Darren Smith, welcome to you, watching from Oslo. I've just realised it's Darren that I know. It's our regular Dan. How you doing, mate? How is things in Oslo? I hope everything's good. I'm assuming it's a lot cooler, but I'm assuming you're also getting quite a lot of heat where you are. It's a bit weird going in countries that aren't used to heat. I mean, I've done Finland before in the summer, and it's like the weirdest thing ever because everything's bone dry, and they're used to heavy snow. Not in summer, obviously, but in like the winter period. So it's a bit of a shock to the system. Yeah, I knew it was you. I realised that as soon as I started saying welcome to you. Hope you're doing well there, buddy. So we've got a steady arrival now. Another arrival inbound. Is that ITA Airways A220? There she is. Parallel to the runway, which will be in very soon. It's actually so nice to see more planes here all of a sudden. Bit of life in the place. Reese, yes, British Airways City Fly has started operations during the weekend only at Stansted. They only do, I think it's 2 or 3 flights on a Saturday and Sunday, but that is pretty much it. But it is nice to see a British Airways livery back at at Stansted. Jean is satisfied. He said he's 16 degrees. Oh, air conditioned, air conditioned country. Nature's air conditioning temperature. It's a weird one because it's a lot cooler today. Yeah, I can't explain it. I'm absolutely sweltering still. I'm melting. And I don't know if it's because it's still very humid. I don't know. Oh, KLM's moving, finally. That's a delay and a half, over an hour delay. Hour and 20 minutes so far delay here. He says, I'm going to Stansted at some point, but let's see if my car works. Well, good luck with that. Martin, welcome to you. Hope you're good. If you have just joined us, don't forget to hit that like button. It's a bit of a chilled, quieter Saturday here at London City. It's never the busiest period of the week, but we capture the final sort of curtain of the Saturday operations here, where they finish at 12:30, 1 o'clock here. And it ramps up a little bit during the hours of like 11 to 12:30, which is why we done a little quiet show for you guys. Quicker than normal, a lot shorter than normal. We don't obviously do it as this short. Normally we do it for about 3 hours, but due to my scheduling today, I've got a couple of things on this evening. I couldn't do a longer stream. Otherwise we would have been at Heathrow, but we will be at Heathrow very soon. We did Gatwick on Tuesday. That was a blast. That really was great to see. So thank you to everyone who has joined us for that one. Hope you enjoyed it. That was a good one. So we are going to see the Sky Team KLM. We've got ITA coming in soon as well. But yeah, it's been so hot. Did you also get your... did you also shit yourself, should I say? Shouldn't swear on the stream, so apologies. But yesterday, with the alert... Oh! New radome code, there you go, look at that. KLM's got it. That's like old school livery, I like that. There is ITA. Okay, KLM, Sky Team KLM. Look how beautiful that does look. I do like that one actually. I'm not a massive fan of Alliance liveries. I don't mind this one in the small Embraer form. Now, due to the fact it's so delayed, I'm assuming they're not going to hang about here. And I don't think they are. Oh. There you go. For a moment there, I thought they were going to reject takeoff. Because I don't know if you initially heard there, he sort of spooled up and then lowered it again to idle. Waited a few minutes and then did a full brake, full thrust and then release. So yeah, I was expecting to ramp up from idle and then hold it and then obviously ramp even more and then go into brake release. But do you know what? It's the sun that's really making it hot here. It's so humid. Darren says 2 APUs taking up KLM to the space rocket today. It's like it's the 787 or 777's APUs uses their engines, isn't it? It's going to stand 10, as we've seen quite a lot of time here. Beautiful delivery as always. Yeah, so anyone else got the government UK alert yesterday for heatwave? My God, it scared the life out of me. As always, because I said previously, I was in the pool chilling, and it didn't go off on mine first, so it went off next door, and we heard it across like everyone, and our neighbours were all started to react to it, and one was shouting, what do we do? Do we get into shelter? And I was like, what? Hang on a minute, what? thinking the worst, thinking that we were under attack, sort of thing, because my mind was like, what the hell is that noise? I thought, well, why is there an alarm going off? And then I realised it was the early warning alarm of a sort of national emergency alarm. And then hearing that voice of them shouting, going, nah. This is, by the way, before I'd read it on my phone. And thinking, oh my God, what the hell's going on? And I thought, do you know what? I think I'd just stay in the pool. I'm nice and cool, got a good view. And then I read what it was. So yeah. So you are in a sort of wooded area or fielded area. Be careful out there, because it's really not being funny. It is, in all seriousness, it is a bit scary, to be honest. I think it's madness. We've got a couple of people in our area who thought it was a good idea the other day to do fireworks at about 12 o'clock at night, and you're just thinking, are you for real? Because fireworks do come back down, and they're still hot when they come down. I mean, I love fireworks, don't get me wrong. I think it's absolutely fine during October, November, December, whatever, January, whatever. But in the summertime, I do think that they need to be sort of controlled. And I'm a massive barbecue person as well, but we haven't even had that many barbecues near the end of this summer, because I haven't done one for a good 3-4 weeks now, because it's just too hot. A, to be in front of a barbecue, and B, on ground with the grass is absolutely rock hard and like hay, and any bit of element of fire or ash coming down, it would just set the whole thing alight. It really would. So yeah, be careful out there. That's our London Planespotting health advice. See, I'll be honest, David, I love a good disposable barbecue, but I would never use one in a season like this. And if I did, I'd put we always used to put bricks down and stuff like that, and really make sure it doesn't sit on anything that can go light. But I agree that they shouldn't. I think it's right that they've blocked them or banned them in shops at the moment. I think that's fair. I don't think that's any problem at all. I just think it's common sense, and I don't think. Sometimes people either get too selfish, or there's just no common sense of the fact of actually. It's like yesterday. We've got some building work going on behind the back of us at another house, and they thought it was a good idea to start a bonfire to try and get rid of some material. And I just thought to myself, really, it's boiling here. It really is boiling. And we've been alright, but the area that I live in has just had a major water issue because of a drought, I believe. One of the main suppliers for Thames water burst. It was and it's actually knocked out 10 postcodes in our area. Thankfully, we don't come under Thames water. Where it's a bit of a weird one where we are. We're Essex and Suffolk, and we haven't been affected. But I know friends of ours and cousins and what have you. Where's that? There you go. Nice little biz jet. They've been affected, and they've had no water for about 6 days. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But you're just thinking, why on earth would you do that? You're just taking a risk. Anyway, back to the planes, because that's what we're here for. Pocket rocket, that one. So that was a Cessna 525B corporate jet. Literally just taken off. I'm not too sure on the location where it's going to. We don't always get those informations. Yeah. Cessna Citation CJ3 Plus. Exactly, that's exactly how I think it's correct. Do it when we're not in a drought and we're not everything's dry. I mean, we didn't have a hose pipe ban until last week. Our local water supply didn't enforce one because it's now got low. They've now enforced it, which is fair enough. We don't have a hose pipe anymore. But like prior to that, we did try and keep the grass sort of relatively green, so we were sort of watering it. But we gave up in the end because it was just the ground was so dry. Water wasn't doing anything. It really wasn't. It wasn't. But I think the grass was dead already. Goosey, welcome to you. Hope you're good. We've got the Florence flight inbound next.
Keep pushing that finish through, keep stable in the core, nothing changes. You're doing the same stuff, just all 8 of you doing it together now. Push through, leg lever, release.
Trying to work out if Alpha Charlie, I think that's Alpha Charlie. Yeah, it is. Alpha Charlie is going out again. Let me have a quick look. Here's Alpha Charlie going out again. Is it the Edinburgh flight? No, that's Alpha Foxtrot. Because it looks like engineers. Alpha Charlie's going to Exeter. That's what it is. So they just had a flight that earlier came in. That was the I can't remember what flight that was. Alpha Charlie was the Dublin flight, wasn't it? Yeah. And now he's going to Exeter. What does the windsock look like? Very limp, Goosey. Not much at all going on here, but a bit of a chill day. A little bit of a breeze, which not complaining, enjoying that. Lee, welcome to you. Hope you're good. Normally Luxair will be the quickest turnaround. And then this is getting ready to go to Exeter, so they're just clearing it out now. I'm not sure how long it's staying at Exeter for. There it says, I think the engineer set up at Exeter is the former Flybe facilities. I didn't know that, okay. I didn't actually know they had an operation at Exeter, Flybe at the time. I knew they had it at London City. Oh no, it was BMI, didn't it? BMI was at Heathrow Airport. Ah, right. So Flybe was out. Yeah, mind you, would have operated a lot out of Exeter. Wind's picking up a little bit, you can see the sock there. There's a little bit of a breeze. It's a much cooler, comfortable feeling when the sun goes into the clouds. It's shaded by the clouds and you've got a little bit of a breeze, so it's so much comfortable. I'd hope to think that this is our final heat wave we've had, because we've had 5 in London so far. It's insane. It's probably been the hottest that we've had in a long time. And weirdly they're saying that this is the coolest we're going to experience. Everything's going to be majority hotter as well. Coming over to London at the moment over the Isle of Dogs is the Florence flight mentioned earlier. There she is, making her final approach. Hopefully the camera can get that for you. I think the gears are coming down actually. Yep, the gears are down. Quite a distance still. Luck says APU has started. This is the France flight Embraer E190. Yeah, so that's right, David. They did use the hangar which they bought, which United bought, because it used to have the BMI logo. I'm not sure if they did or not, Lee. No, so Virgin bought the one next to it. I'm not too sure if Flybe, not Flybe, sorry, BMI bought it from Virgin. I'm not 100% sure on the details on that one. But yeah, the BMI one's been there for years. That is a textbook landing. Doing a lot of corrections on the final part, but that was smooth. That was butter smooth. Darren, it's an interesting one. I'll explain it in a minute. It's not official, but I have been told by 2 separate sources now over the past few, over a year now about it.
Okay, now bring it down there. I'll take it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bow tail coming in. Out. Better. We've got to release together and tap and away. Release together, tap and away. No, not over the knees.
Yeah, Darren, in regards to the United do use it, by the way, Lee. Yeah, so United, the United one was BMI. They bought it from BMI, or they bought it not from BMI, but they bought it from the administrators when it was all sold off. In regards down to the order, it's a weird one. So, yeah, no confirmed orders at the moment. But there was a period of time where there was a strong rumour that City Flyer was going to operate the A220, and they were almost certain to put an order in. But then that order never came, and now, in the last year or so, there's been a lot of talk apparently with the crew, and I spoke to a couple of crew members, A, with the flights I got familiar with, and B, a couple of friends I know who work for City Flyer, and they've been told apparently 2 of the unions have pretty much given their staff assurances of what the airline has told them. And it's a weird one. I can understand the position that the airline's in and their reason for holding off, but it's all to do with the fact that at the moment London City is not prepared to have the A220s and the E2s as sole operations. Because the issue London City have here is this: stands 3 to 9. They are too close together. Which back in the day when you had BAE 146s, the Avro, the Dash, the Saabs, that wasn't a problem. And also obviously with the Embraer E170 and the E190 standard. Now these newer gen aircraft, the larger of the variety, are much wider in wingspan and length, and because of that they have these issues at London City, especially on stand 9 and stand 3. The reason is they stick out too much across the threshold of where the taxi line is, and also they are too wide, so that they are also threshold on the wideness of each other. So London City know they have to rearrange the layout of the airport. Now the problem they have is the structure building itself. It costs too much money for them to dismantle the airport and push it back a little bit, and the structure of the building, there wouldn't be much space for that. So the real solution is to see how far they can widen the taxiways and push the taxiways closer to the runway without affecting the airport's operation, the runway airport operation. And that way they will allow for the longer aircraft to be able to park at these stands. The second part, is they're going to have to reduce 1 or 2 stands, so they're going to have to take one of them away. And this was mentioned to me a long time ago from someone from the airport as well, that they know they have to get rid of one of the stands in 3 to 9 in order to make the other stands wider. So there's going to be a lot of work in preparation for that, and this is where we're seeing stands 21, 20 to 26 be used now, and made room for that. So what we'll probably see is those stands being used when they're doing the refurbishments for the other stands. And at the moment we now know that the only A220 officially allowed to operate here is the Dash 100. Unfortunately, Swiss has announced that they are stopping the A220-100 due to the engine issues that they're having, and they're keeping just the Dash 300. Unfortunately for London City, the Dash 300 is not certified to land or take off here, so it creates a bit of an issue. And I have a feeling, and I hope that I'm wrong in here because I really love this plane here, is that the Dash 100 of ITA is going to disappear eventually as well. And that is because Lufthansa are the operators of ITA now, and the Lufthansa group owns Swiss, and Swiss took the opportunity and the decision to basically stop the Dash 100 program for the A220 for their fleet at Swiss and Helvetic. So they're only going to have E2s now. So yeah, it's an issue at the moment. So going back, I'm going to carry on this conversation in a minute, because we have another arrival, and that is City Flyer with the Nice flight. So let's get you a Nice flight and carry on our conversation in a moment. And let's say it's starting up. Yeah, so City Flyer have pretty much told their unions for their pilots and cabin crew that they plan to choose the E2, the Embraer E2, over the A220. Now it does make sense for certain reasons. A, there is no certification changes for the current crew who are certified to fly the E190. They do not need to do a full training change. And when you look at their infrastructure for training, obviously it's all E2, so it's all Embraer based, which means they can easily adapt it for the E2. So it makes a lot of sense. Obviously the engineering infrastructure is also set up for the Embraer. So there would be a massive shift in the company to go over to Airbus's A220, even though it might be more economical. In the long term of things and the short term things, it's better to stay with the Embraer. So that is why. But because of the situation in London City, with the operation, they can't operate a full fleet of E2s because they just don't have the infrastructure at this moment in time. City Flyer have pretty much said they're happy to wait. Most of their aircraft are about 10 to 15 years old, a little bit longer, some a bit older than that. So they're happy to wait, they're in no rush. So I think we're going to see the E190s a little bit longer now. Helvetic in here for Swiss. And this is the E2, the largest aircraft here that can operate at London City, the E195 E2. That is also another factor as well. The wait time for delivery slots in Embraer is a lot easier than Airbus's, because the A220 is a lot more popular. So there's a lot more orders for the A220 rather than the E2. Jean mentions about Air Baltic's plan to reduce their A220s. That wasn't a massive surprise to me. They're not counted completely. They are still a fully A220 airline, and they'll be an A220 airline for a long time. They're happy with the product. The problem is they've got so many and they don't need the demand. And as we've seen with Swiss, when we were out in Zurich, a lot of Swiss flights have been operated by Air Baltic, because Air Baltic got so many A220s, they don't need them, so they've given them to lease them to Swiss for the time being. So I think we'll see those reductions. In fact, there was a talk about Swiss buying or transferring them over from Air Baltic to Swiss, which wouldn't be a bad idea considering they're going to lose the 8-100. But someone said to me, I don't know if this is true or not, but he's an aviation journalist, someone I know, that he mentioned the pressure is on Pratt & Whitney through Airbus. Their relationship has deteriorated a little bit because of the Pratt & Whitney engine issues. So they need to come up with a solution that's going to fix the problem, because at the moment what we thought was the fix hasn't really worked out. There's still reliability issues. So we'll see what happens. Lee mentions that Swiss still have a shortage of pilots. Yes, they do. That was quite apparent when we were at Zurich. I didn't actually mention this at Zurich at the time, but I think it was the final day we were there, on the Friday, they must have had a few pilots who had just passed, and they were doing a Helvetic Academy. Yeah, and it should point out that Swiss isn't actually getting rid of, well, they're getting rid of the A220-100, but they're not handing them back, they're not doing anything, they actually own the Dash 100s. Well, the article that I read suggested that they owned them, and what they're planning to do is completely scrap them out for parts, because about 70% of the Dash 100's airframe and the whole components of the A220-100 can be used in the Dash 300. So it makes sense for Swiss to keep the Dash 300 working fine. Well, Jean, what's really interesting lately is we've just, I think, when last week heard in the news that Rolls-Royce has just announced that their next engine program, part of their next-gen engine program, will now focus on short-haul, narrow-bodied aircraft. And that is a major shift because the their product line generally is wide-bodied. I mean, the success for the Trents now, they seem to have solved their issues. They're becoming more profitable. So they've already announced that they are going to shift their development to narrow-bodied aircraft engines, and the next generation engine will be for narrow-bodied aircraft, which makes me think, well, it does make sense because obviously they're losing a massive share from the stuff like the A220, the A320, especially A321 Neo. So they might produce the next generation engine for narrow bodies, and might be an option for Airbus here. And we know, even though they haven't announced it, I was told at the factory tour that we expect something now, pretty much. But we haven't heard it yet. But it sounds like Airbus is pretty much certain to announce a stretch version of the A220, nicknamed, as we've all been saying, the A220-500. So I think we're going to start seeing something like that. And I think that's the case. Who knows whether we'll see a Pratt & Whitney engine. They might choose to change it to a different manufacturer. I think Boeing's next aircraft is going to be a 757 revival. I don't think they're going to do it from the ground up. I think they're going to basically redo the 757 because they are getting absolutely spanked by the A321 program, and they know it. The 737-10 was supposed to be the answer to the A321 Neo. That hasn't surfaced so far, mainly because they've only just got the certification sorted for that, but I don't think it's clearly not being as popular as the A321. I'd be surprised if that gets going, John. I really will. It's too much of political hold. And I think governments are seeing what's happening in the motor industry with Chinese motors and some of the things that the manufacturing is doing in China over the Chinese motors and really outpricing the market of the others. I think they're looking at that and they're going, if they do the same with the industry of the aviation industry, we have a problem. So I think we're seeing that a lot tighter restrictions than we did previously. I mean, it makes sense because, from what I've read as well, in the motor industry, this is crafty work, isn't it? That just shows you about China and how they operate. China's bought up, I think it's 80% or 70% of the motor industry's parts. So they're basically holding them to ransom. So it's very hard for other manufacturers to get those parts because they're buying them up. And there's a real concern that they could do the same in the aviation industry. That's it, David, because Boeing naively said, oh yeah, this is the 737-10 easily can compete with the A321. And it was clear it didn't because they rushed the program. They were desperate to get it and they didn't get it done in time. And as we know, there's so many issues with the MAX 10. And effectively, it's really ruined their reputation. See, Jean, that's interesting as well because they have, in London, they've really taken on. They've done the same in London, and it's one of the news articles that a lot of people talk about these Chinese buses taking over, and a lot of criticised TfL for this because most London buses were British made, especially the double deckers, and now we're seeing this surge of Chinese made double deckers flooding the market. BYD have got one. I've seen one. They look awful. Absolutely, it's disgusting. It looks awful. It really does. I hate it. Every time I see it on drive in London, I sometimes see it and I think, what an awful bus it looks. It's so boxy. Okay, City Flyer with the Exeter flight. This is the one going to Exeter for some maintenance. this would be empty, so this is going to be a bit of a pocket rocket, I think. David, I actually think a lot of people who have bought Chinese motors are starting to realise that the whole fad is not great. I was never keen on buying a Chinese motor, hence the reason I kept with the Japanese one. But I know so many people, especially at work, where they've bought a new Chinese like electric car and they're having so much problems. One of my colleagues at work, he's bought a JQ and it's been in the shop for now 6 months. Like he's had a Mini, they've given him a courtesy car, all because it needs a part and it's not safe to be on the road without it. There's so many issues, like. And then another colleague of mine's got a BYD. He's had so many issues with it as well. They're just cheap, rubbish motors that are there to flood the market and try and disrupt the current market that is established in Europe. And I think the industry has become aware of it, and I think people are starting to be off-put by all of these new names coming out. Like, some of these names are weird. In order for them to be on the bus first, they need to win it, David. And I'm still not confident, being a West Ham fan that's had his backside burned, shall we say, for too many times. So, yeah, let's get to May time, shall we, and then have that conversation. It's a weird name, isn't it? BYD, Build Your Dreams, as a car manufacturer. Almost sounds like a construction company. IB for flight inbound next. And I believe that will be our final flight. No, Bergerac is going to be our final flight because that's delayed. So Bergerac is inbound. I don't know where it is at the moment. Let's have a quick look. Okay, it's just over Dartford, so that's now become our final flight. Ibiza flight, what would have been our final flight to arrival, is Bergerec's going to be our final arrival. And then we switch over to departures, which is slightly delayed. Milan flight is slightly delayed. So it is starting up. So they're making a little bit of time up because they were showing as 12:20. They're now showing as 12:17. So they are making a little bit of time up now. The Zurich flight with Swift Helvetic is looking like it's delayed, and that's going to be our final departure of today. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 departures after a Bergerac flight. David says to the Ibiza flight, here comes the load of glow sticks and hangovers. Depleted glow sticks, I would have thought. They would have been doled out. I remember one of my friends used to call the Ibiza flight the flight. John that says the Ibiza flight, the headaches and hangover flight. It's the flight of what did I do last night? There is a Bergerac flight just over Canary Wharf. It'll be interesting to see how good Swiss can turn this around, considering how delayed they are here. Oh, is there a slight issue with the parking here? I don't think he's lined up properly. I think he might have to come around again. He's just stopped. And the marshals have just halted him. Let's have a look. Let's keep an eye on this. See, I had so much of a hangover. Can't even get into the stand properly. I wonder if he's going to come round and come back again. I think he might have recovered this. Graduate flight inbound. I'll keep an eye on the IB flight, see what they do. I think they've recovered it. So I don't think they're going back round again. Yeah, they've covered it. And it is ready to go. I love this bit. David says, I believe Ryanair used their Ibiza to Glasgow flight as a punishment for naughty cabin crew. If they survived it, they were forgiven. A load of pissed up Scots. Now that's harsh. I wouldn't ask her anyone.
They'll be going at the same speed all the time.
Ooh. Who are you? got the Havilland 8-9 in the air. Has it just gone into the clouds? It has just gone into the clouds. Try and get it for you guys. There it is. Just I think it's a Duxford flight. It is a Duxford flight. The Dragon. I think this is the special London scenery flight they do. They got rid of the Learjet, and they've now got a Bombardier, I believe. Or was it the Embraer? I can't remember which one it is. Or was it a Cessna? I can't remember, but they've changed the Learjet, John. It's no longer. I think I've got rid of that one. So that is all our arrivals. It's now all departures. We've still got quite a few departures. So don't go anywhere. The airport is open officially till 1 o'clock. Darren says I flew the A220 with ITA on Milan last time. A new aircraft, 6 months old, and 3 overhead bins were taped up. Wow, really? Really surprised that one, Darren. Really surprised at. I was actually looking at that, Dan. I was planning to go there and have a look myself. I really, that's one of the airlines I really want to try on the A220, flying out here. So, Helvetic are looking like they are the last ones to depart. I'm just going to get that confirmed. Technically, if they were on schedule, this would have finished now. This is it. Would have been done, but the rest of them are all delayed. So we have Edinburgh to go off, we have Zurich to depart, we have Florence to depart, and we have Thessaloniki to depart. At the moment, Zurich is showing to be the latest one, the last one to depart at 12:48. However, that could change. We don't know yet. So yeah, not too sure. We'll just have to wait and see. As passengers are offloading, this is Yankee Kilo, which I don't think is going out today. Let's have a look. No, Yankee Kilo's finished for today. Really? No booze? I thought that can't be. That must have been a fluke there, Darren. I think you had a bad flight, really. I've seen reviews myself, and I've seen that they've got like a decent offering. If you haven't joined us, don't forget to hit that like button. 74 likes so far, so thank you very much. Hope everyone's good. So yeah, looking like Helvetic's going to be our final flight of the day. Again, that's showing about 10 minutes or so. But I have a feeling we're going to see this a lot later, because the times of Edinburgh, that's wrong. We got Florence showing as the wrong time as well. Thessaloniki, wrong time. I don't think they might be the last ones. I think we're going to see the other flights, maybe, because these are looking like they're boarding the Swiss flight. So we just have to wait and see what happens. Hello. What are you doing out here?
We're going to go up Ballinol. Yeah, kids on that. I want to make it out. No kids today. We can see airports. Yeah, and that weird.
So someone was.
Took a picture, and then I sent it to one of my sisters, not Ella, the other one, when he knows how to fill my cup. And he said, "Can I just like sit in the toilet?" And I just, they just let me smoke that. And then, and also, been talking about going to the lab from here. Yeah. And went to the toilet. And
Would you use that flat just next further to the 12? Is that what you actually do? I would. It's the same, they do it the same time.
There used to be more when they stopped the road flat.
I've never played with this.
It is a bit more expensive. I'm trying to work it out. It's going from here, no cost to either end. And that flies in, there's 3 airports. That flies into which is closest to the city. Basically, the equivalent of city airport. In that, the others. It will cost us about £300 more.
It's always a little bit more
But then the other side of it is the same money.
It's going to cost about £300 more than flights, but I'd say £100 on parking and stats. I'd say about £100 on transfer. I'll take Leo to San Siro.
What are you doing on Thursday?
And last weekend before we go back.
What are we going to take off last weekend?
We've got Swiss, we've got Florence, we've got Edinburgh, May as well, They're all know that. I don't know which one that's taken. I don't tell me which one that is. So Yankee November is, I think that's France. Yankee November's Florence. No, that's Thessalonica. Yeah. So this is the Thessalonica flight, and that's going off next. Thessalonica flight is next. There's 4 left over. So you got. You've got Edinburgh, you've got Florence, Thessaloniki, and also Zurich. The Milan went off last. Luxembourg's in the air. Yeah.
Okay, them do still fly out.
Yeah. Yeah, they were delayed today. They had special livery parked up there.
It's nice, it's looking.
That would have been my first.
We've picked a good day, but it's just looked cool. Went to Gatwick on Tuesday, boiling still. Because I had to come back from Zurich, and that was, I didn't realise that was like 38 out there. It's been horrible.
Oh wow. I was in Tunisia one of the days, it was 48 down the pole. We had to go to the road for 2 hours. Too much.
Yeah.
We got told we were going to Portugal.
Oh, nice.
It was like,
I love Portugal.
do we go and
Lisbon
do
or Porto?
No.
Oh, nice.
And if we do City Airport, Leo's completely all London Airport before Jupiter. Except Luton stands there. They're Luton.
That would south and that would north.
No, we haven't done Luton.
Oh, right.
I've
I was
removed
going to
it.
say, yeah,
I've
bloody
removed
South
them
End.
out.
Yeah.
I've removed them out of the search.
You can get some easy get flights from South End now. But then again, where you are, I think South End's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Yeah. This would just be so easy.
It's nice, I love it. It's expensive, but, and they don't have a lot of locations, but it is so easy. I'm not joking, you could turn up here an hour before your flight and walk straight on. You'd be fine.
I'll say that the gate's closed, aren't
Yeah, it's like I've walked from one end to that end, and it's about a 5-10 minute walk. It's not long at all.
What time do they like stop flying on a weekday?
Weekdays 10 o'clock. They start.
This is really an airport. It's really generally do
They
Friday
wanna-
after work.
Yeah. I love like on Fridays, the most one of the busiest Friday evenings because we've got all of the sort of business stuff.
That's what my dad used to.
Go out.
My dad worked in Edinburgh.
Yeah, to Edinburgh or
So
Glasgow.
he used to fly out every Monday morning and then fly back every
Yeah.
Friday after.
Yeah, that's a lot of people out. Luxembourg the same, Luxembourg Airport, because obviously it's so expensive in Luxembourg. You get so many people who fly in and out of Luxembourg from Europe to Europe because they work. Yeah. To do that. And have a weekend at home. Okay, next flight going out is the Thessaloniki flight, and we've got, I did say it was going to happen, Zurich is looking like that's not going to be the last. We thought it was going to be the last, but that's heading off as well. That's starting up now. But here is turn and burn. Watch the brakes go on, and then they're going to be hold, take off. Hands off, Mark, welcome to you, hope you're good. Here we go. Steep approach out of the city. Helvetic E195 E2, the largest aircraft certified to operate here at London. Look at the wingspan, how wide those wings are compared to other jets here. They are going to be going out next. Helvetic, also part of the Edelweiss group, or Edelweiss, always get those two changed. This is the first airport I've managed to. That's right, yeah. I used to be down there. You know where they do the 11s?
Oh, yeah,
the boat. So before that was all cut off, they used to be able to do that. Literally have it on a movie. But since they've been doing building there, it's not very public.
Literally have flies over this thing.
Yeah, it's good.
So I went to the club and realised that I went to the shooting that was my DBS because I like a lot of the year 11s that she's left, like Zaya, what's her name? I just really like her. I would want to teach her. I like her. I didn't like them all. But, so I went to the prom and I just sat outside and watched them play most of the time. Yeah. Great location for the prom. It'd be like a place. Why you don't come to prom just now?
Go up on the roof, just take the camera.
I realise no one works at prom.
No
Except
one,
for you.
except for me.
Because even prom, there was some kid that was did. Hello, Nia.
Right, Helvetic departure. This is still, we are waiting for, unless they cancel them. Don't know if they're going to cancel, we'll have to wait. Because 1 o'clock is the cut-off normally. So Florence is still showing as delayed. Edinburgh is still showing delayed. I don't know if they're going to get Edinburgh done in time. So it would mean that's 2 left over here. So Darren, I didn't realise that. So it doesn't serve alcohol on the Milan route. Why? I always thought it did. That's news to me. Beautiful noise, rookie here. So we've got another one ready to go. This one is Alpha Foxtrot, which I believe is the Edinburgh flight. Yeah, so that, it looks like they're ready to go, Alpha Foxtrot. I'm just having a look, that's Alpha Golf. Now Alpha Golf, I believe, is the Florence flight. I'm just going to double check that. Yeah, Alpha Golf is. So these are the 2 aircraft. So stand 4, Alpha Golf, which I'd say is going to be our next, our last departure, and on stand 6 is the Alpha Foxtrot, which is going to be our next departure, which is the Edinburgh flight. Someone just said, I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently the Milan flight today might be a dry flight. I didn't know that, actually. Can't even get off that flight. Yeah, these 2 are going out next. That one's going out now, and I'm going to be the last one in about 5 minutes. I've got to finish by 1 o'clock here. Heathrow's till 11 o'clock. Full stop, unless it gets special permission. Gatwick is arrivals up until 3 a.m, but no departures from 11:30. Oh, no, 12 o'clock. So after 12 a.m, that's it, no departures. Because it goes on the villages. But, and also they have to fly in a certain way, they can't go, the partners are one way, they have now, they space them out more, but the final one will
Device, we got device.
the stats is pretty good. That's why you like it. Yeah, they space them out more, but yeah, it's still quite close to that.
Heathrow's obviously easier for us because you've got Lisbon.
Jean, welcome to you, or welcome back to you. This is by the way, Lewis. I sent you transfer agreements on Discord. I didn't realise that. I'll have a look on Discord later, mate. You in last week's ago?
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I heard it.
That's fine.
Good. Yeah, I'm back Monday. 2 weeks off.
There's loads of work going on.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's what they wanted. It's not the layout what they wanted.
Who wanted Sarah?
Yeah, but what she originally wanted is what they wanted. Yeah. Okay, Edinburgh flight heading off next. The Florence flight is starting up, and that will be us done for today, folks. Shame don't have the radio because it would be nice to hear what's going on. I'll have to get that charged up for you guys. But I appreciate you guys all joining up today. It is a bit of a quieter one and certainly a shorter show than we normally do. But still is appreciated. So thanks for joining. Oh, hello. Is that a bird? That's a balloon in the path. A balloon is in the path. We're going to keep an eye on this. I think that's what they were waiting for. It's annoying because we don't have the radio to confirm that, but we might have heard that on the radio if they were waiting for that balloon to pass. But there is a balloon sort of floating across the airfield there, which I think we saw that was the reason why. Let's see if we can get you that balloon I'm talking about. Quite high. It's going up in the air. Yeah, it's going higher. That was a weird... I think that was the reason why we had a bit of a wait there. It has crossed the airfield. Lee, no problem at all. It's our final departure of today. Huge thank you to David, who's our mod today. Carl unfortunately couldn't make it, he had other plans, which is absolutely fine. So you got David today. There you go, with 3 minutes to go before they have to officially close the airport. Our final departure is now complete, and officially London City is now closed for business for today. So yeah, thank you very much everyone who has joined us. That is our Saturday show all done and dusted, and we'll be back next week. Keep an eye on notifications and we'll see you then. Take care. Bye bye.
waves and open skies. Yeah, which runway a sight to behold. London plane spotting stories untold. We're on tour with the year we rode. Spotting planes, fake the airports to home. From the ground to the clouds we aim. London plane spotting more than a game. London plane spotting, catch the vibe. Live streams, photos, the best of the tribe. We track the flights, we love the sound. London's airports where magic's found. So let's celebrate the planes up there. In London's heart, flying through the air. London plane spotting, we're on the scene. The sky's the stage and we're living in the dream. Captain's log, the journey's just begun. Throttles set, our hearts all as one. Wings align, the runway's clear ahead. Pilots wave, their smiles once spread. Airbus or Boeing, choose your side. Through the clouds where few have ever been. Airborne dreams watch them take their flight. London skies a joy from morning light. From LHA to LC, we're on the move. Spotting planes in the London groove. STM pilots, they give us a wave. At LGW, it's the views we crave. Up in the sky, look who's flying high. London plane spotting, we're waving high. From Heathrow to City, Stansted nearby. London plane spotting, catch the vibe. Live streams, photos, the best of the tribe. We track the flights, we love the sound. London's airports, we're